There are some prerequisites. You want to make sure that you have overall general control with your dog. So some basic obedience training is a good idea, to make sure that when you say sit, he does. When you say lie down, he does. Come, he does. To make sure before you do tug-of-war, you have no possession issues. So in other words, if your dog has something he's chewing on, that he's possessing, that he should have, you should be able to go up and tell him to release that object, drop the object, let it go, and he does first time you tell him. If he's not willing to relinquish the object to the captain of the team, if he's not really willing to give up his treasure when the captain tells him to, then tug-of-war is not a good idea. You need to work out those issues first. Appropriate tug-of-war items. And what you see with my dog is that we tug-of-war with rope bones made for that purpose. Burlap rolls, protective arm coverings made for that purpose. So it is the appropriate item for us to tug-of-war with. And then when we are engaged in this and I tell him to drop, release, and he does, good boy, I can really energize him over that, because the entire exercise has been a positive exercise centered around follow my instructions. And you want to make sure that you have the rules of the game clearly laid out. So he understands, when I invite you to tug-of-war on this rope bone, then we can be engaged one another, we can wrestle around, and it's going to be positive. I can pet you during this game. And when you hear growling from a dog in this game, that doesn't mean he's trying to dominate you. That is no different than kids playing football or adults playing volleyball with one another, and they are trash talking each other, having fun, getting excited, hollering across the court. That's what he's doing. But if you feel that your dog is getting carried away with this kind of talk, and no different than somebody playing volleyball, they get carried away with the competition idea. They may be drinking too much beer when they play, and they start to get hostile, game's over, no more playing. And so look at it that way with your dog. Operate from your viscera. If it feels innocent, if the dog is responsive to your drop command, if he waits for you to invite him to engage, if you have overall balanced, obedient relationship with your dog, the growling, that's part of the game. There's nothing wrong with it at all.